Hello, everybody, and this is a super exciting day. Right here, I'm unboxing the first very new shrimp I've got in over 4 years, and my very first Caridina shrimp I've ever purchased. Now, all along, my dream shrimp, as far as Caridina goes, was fancy red tigers. Now, good ones are super expensive, and I was afraid to spend that kind of money on my first ever shrimp purchase. But I started, after letting the tank go, my new tank go for a month, and seeing I've got the parameters, everything dialed in and rock steady, I decided to just go for it. And I got some high grade red fancy tigers from the Garden of Eden. So they got held up a day in shipping, so hopefully I'm sure everything will be all right. But you know how it is. Lots of newspapers here. I'm so nervous. Oh man. Please be alright, little shrimpies. Alright. All in one big bag. I don't see any dead ones. Let's see what we got in here. They all are alive. They're young, and I was expecting that, of course. That's how most people ship shrimp. And you don't want to get a full-grown shrimp because then they're already lived half their life. So I think they're pretty dang good. I'm real happy. Those are really awesome shrimp. We got 15 high-grade red fancy tigers. So I'm going to do the drip acclimating thing. I've already got the hose set up, the valve. I'm going to do it inside the bucket. I'm probably going to let this overflow into the bucket. And then we'll dump them all in the bucket. Then when it's done, when we get done acclimating, then we'll catch them out with the net one by one and add them in. That is the drip action we're going with. Before it gets too far along, I'm going to test this water and see how it compares to my water. So the TDS and the shipping water is right around 150, and mine is about 135, which is where it's been holding steady for a couple weeks now. So we'll let it drip and we'll see how we do. Here they are drip acclimating. You can get a little closer look at them. I got the light on. One looks pretty cool. Awesome. All right, this take a while. We're gonna let this container overflow. Then when it gets full, then we'll dump it all in the bucket, and we'll just let it keep going. The TDS they came in was 150, and the TDS in my tank is 135. So we're gonna get it as close to 135 as possible before letting them go in. I did turn the drip up a little bit. Might turn up a little bit more, but good thing is they're getting more active. Look how happy and active these guys are. The shrimp are healthy and doing good. Super excited to see how this turns out. So while we're waiting, I'll talk about the tank, because this is my first Caridina tank, and what made me decide to just go for it and get what I really wanted was, at first I had troubles getting TDS because this active soil was leaking TDS, is leaking GH. And I think it might still be leaking like 3 or 4 TDS. The TDS goes up just a hair every week, but I've been changing it. And then so far this week, it's actually dropped a couple. So it was like 138, and now it's 135, 134. So we've got that sorted out. Look at the red tiger lotus starting to grow. Those are super red, super nice. The pilo moss is doing good. You got the mermaid weed doing good. And so my exact parameters, TDS is 135, KH is 0, GH is around 6, and pH is close to 5.5. It's not quite 5.5. It's somewhere, I'm guessing it's around 5.7, 5.8. It's below 6, but not quite 5.5 on my test kit. Somewhere in the middle there. So I think, and we've held it rock steady. Now when I cycled this, I cycled it with guppies, and I did a sponge squeeze from a hard water tank, and it actually seemed to work. And I don't know if we can get any to show up now, but yeah, there's tons of little copepods in here. And when you see those guys scuttling around, you know you're good for shrimp. So there's no ammonia, there's no nitrates. There's just a teeny tiny little bit of nitrates. So we know we're cycled. And the last time I showed this, so this is my filter. This is the intake sponges, and there's a pump in here. And this entire thing is full of media bags that are full of active soil. And that is how I am keeping my pH down. This, I just put like not even a half of a little bag just to cover, and I made a little deep there to plant the mermaid weed in. And I added an air stone. I got one of them little cheap USB pumps. And there's an air stone back there behind the sponge. I like to have a air stone running in all my tanks. So I'm super happy and thrilled. Next we'll show them going in the tank here in a couple hours. So the TDS has been fully, completely acclimated to 135. But one thing I noticed, this tank is actually a little bit on the warm side because of the pump and the light and the super tight lid. So it's actually like 75 to 77 sometimes. Actually, this room is hotter in the winter than it is in the summer, so I'm not too concerned about that. But these guys have colored up. Oh my, look at that. Oh my God. These are awesome. Man, I'm very happy. Garden of Eden. Thank you. Of course, these are expensive, so I am being overly cautious. I acclimated these guys to the exact TDS point by scooping water out, filling back up. It took about 4 hours for me to do that. And now they're chilling in here for 20, 30 minutes like this. Because as I said, the tank is a little on the warm side some days. It's probably about 76. And this, I believe, was 72. So we're going to let that even out some before we put them in. Now you guys see my Neo videos. Like, oh, just toss them from tank to tank. But what we're talking about, man, that, ooh, I'm so glad I went this way. Well, I won't say that if I kill them, but you know, shrimp are always set. They're still active in the shipping water, but the more they got acclimated, the more active they got. So I think I have my water set up good for them. I think they're going to do just fine. Here at the end, we'll let this go a little bit longer, then we'll close it out with the big release. All right, here we are for the big release. These shrimp are beautiful. I'm thrilled to death with them. These shrimp looks, oh, there they go. There they go. Oh my God, they're beautiful. Oh my gosh. That one already found the moss. Here's checking out the glass. Oh my gosh. Look at him. Wow. Pretty cool. And of course, they'll get even better as they get used to what I got going on. Look at that one. Ooh. I like that one. There's another one. Oh man, I know what I'm gonna be doing the rest of the night. I'm gonna be sitting in here watching this tank. So thank you guys for coming along this little journey with me. This was a fun one. I've been looking forward to this. A lot of effort and a lot of money has gone in this tank. So I'd like to thank all you guys for your support. I couldn't spend this kind of money on this tank, and when I was just working and doing this for a hobby, and now it's a business, it allows me to do stuff like this thanks to you guys. This is awesome. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.